In this video, I want to quickly break down YouTube ad objectives. I want to break down my methodology for the ad objectives that I choose when I start a new campaign so that I can get the desired result that I'm looking for out of that YouTube ad. Hopefully this video will help any new YouTube advertiser or any experienced YouTube marketer understand their objectives and why they're choosing those objectives to begin with. Before we begin, let's talk about the objectives that Google gives us when we're creating YouTube ads for our objectives. We can either drive sales, we can drive website traffic, we can do leads, we can do consideration, we can do awareness. Here's where a lot of people get it wrong with their YouTube ads. They'll have a product or service and they think, Nick, I just want to drive sales, so I'm just going to go sales, because that's the end result. That's what I'm trying to achieve. And while that all sounds good, that could be a huge mistake and you're going to waste a lot of money and you're not going to get the desired results that you're looking for. And the reason is this: when you select sales, then what you're telling Google is, Google, I just want you to try to get as many people who are going to buy this product. And that sounds great, but Google doesn't know who that is because you haven't given it any initial data to tell it how it's supposed to work. This is why my methodology for starting a new campaign on a brand new offer is I will do product, brand, and consideration. I'm trying to see what is going to work with that offer. I'll select my different targeting options. I'll do demographics, I'll do audiences, I'll do keywords. I'll do whatever it is I want to target in that ad, and I'll let the data tell me what is actually working in the location that it's working in. Here's an example. We recently just worked with a client who was doing chiropractic care. He wanted to just target 20 miles within his door of his office. I've never worked with a chiropractor, so I didn't know what the winning offer was going to be. I didn't know what the winning targeting was going to be. So I had to do some manual targeting and testing to see what was going to work and to see how the audience was going to respond. So I started with product, brand, and consideration. I manually bid on videos and on ads to see what was going to work, what script was going to perform well, what demographics were going to respond, and how it was going to perform in that market. And based on that data, I was able to kind of figure in and hone in on the results that we were looking for our client. After I was able to do that, then I moved to a different campaign where I was allowing the Google algorithm to begin to do its work. And I went straight to leads. Leads is the objective that I run almost predominantly on every proven offer when I'm doing lead generation. I want to give Google as much data as it can possibly have to know what's going to work so that it can do what it does best and it can go find those people who are likely to convert. So if you're just starting out with YouTube ads, you've never run an ad before, or you don't know if your offer is a good offer, my suggestion is to do product, brand, and consideration. Test out your different ad sets, test out your different keywords, your audiences or topics or whatever it is that you're going after, and see what the winning combination is. Once you do that, then I suggest you go on to a lead objective. Now, a caveat to this, I start a lot of campaigns now with just leads. I go just leads. Even on stuff that is in a new market with a new client, if I know my script is going to work, I know the demographics are what they need to be, I know the targeting is what it needs to be, then I'll just go leads. And you'll think, Nick, isn't that kind of contradictory to everything you just said? A little bit, but again, I already know what's going to work. So I set my daily budget at a certain amount, knowing that I'm going to spend more money in the beginning on that ad. My cost per lead, my cost per acquisition is going to be higher. And I'm okay with that because I know as Google gets smarter, as it gets more data, then I know it's going to do better and it's going to perform a lot better for me. And my cost per lead is going to come down considerably. So if you are an experienced marketer, you have a proven offer, and you're trying to generate leads or opportunities, then I would strongly suggest going with the lead objective and start to allow it to start to do its work. Now here's curveball number 2. When starting an objective, you go with leads, it's going to automatically default to the bidding strategy of maximizing conversions. Here's how this works simply. You tell Google that you have $100, $200, $50, doesn't matter. You have this amount of money to spend every single day. Google's going to say, Great, let's spend that money. You've got 50 bucks. We're just going to take that money and we're going to just throw it out there and we're going to see what converts. We're going to try to maximize the amount of conversions that you get. And that's great. As it gets more conversions, it's going to learn a little bit more and it's going to get more intelligent and it's going to start to find people more likely to convert. Here's what you can do when you're trying to scale and even improve your YouTube conversions is you can switch from maximize conversions to target CPA. This is cost per action. You're telling Google, I'm willing to bid this much money on a conversion or on an action. Make it so. Try your best, Google, to get as many underneath my budget as you possibly can. Now, Google says that you should really wait until you have some data on an ad to really know what's going to work and to allow that target cost per action or TCPA to work. Google says you should wait till you get 15 of those. Personally, I like to wait till I get a little bit more. If I've got leads coming in every day, I'm okay with waiting a few more days. If I can get that number to 50, to 100, to 200, to 1,000, that's what I'm going to try to do because the more data I give it, the better the ad is going to perform. So in recap, if you're just starting out with YouTube ads, I encourage you to maybe start out with manually bidding on video views and doing product, brand, and consideration. If you have a winning offer and that you know works, it's a proven offer for whatever niche that you're in, then you can go straight to leads, knowing you're going to spend a little bit more on the front end, but as Google gets better, as it gets smarter, it's going to perform better for you and it's going to drive that cost down. I hope this video was helpful. Please do me a favor, if you found this useful, consider subscribing to our channel where we put out content on a regular basis. Like this video, comment, all those things that we ask you to do. We appreciate you. I'll see you on the next video.